Hey warriors, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about advanced rank push strategies and tips and tricks that will help you to climb the rank in no time. Before diving into the strategies, we need to understand the crucial factors of ranking system, which are survival duration, KD ratio, health restoration, traveling in vehicle, giving damage to enemies, reviving teammates, etc. Based on these factors your rank will increases or decreases. Moving to the next important point of the video, which is map selection. Basically, map selection depends upon your playing style, but most of the rank push players choose Miramar map for rank push. Since survival points matter the most while pushing ranks, Miramar is reportedly the best choice. The vastness of the map causes players to drop off at different locations, enabling rank pushers to reach the top 10 or top 5 more frequently by playing cautiously. Also, players in Miramar have to use covers and ridges to survive. Since rank pushers are best known for their patience and tactical gameplay, and Miramar will suit them. Now it's time to discuss about advanced strategies for rank push. We divided these strategies into 3 major parts, which are early game strategies, mid-game strategies and late game strategies. Let's discuss one by one in detail. Moving to the early game strategies, the early game is crucial for setting the tone of the match. Landing in a high loot area can be tempting, but it's important to assess the situation and make a decision based on the number of players landing in the same area. If you're playing solo, it's best to land in a less crowded area and loot up before engaging in any fights. If you are playing with a team, it's important to communicate and coordinate your landing spot to avoid getting separated. Once you have looted up, it's important to move towards the center of the circle and secure a good position. Once you reach center of the circle, then you need to move in mid-game strategies. The mid-game is where things start to get interesting. It's important to keep an eye on the circle and plan your movements accordingly. If you are playing solo, it's best to avoid unnecessary fights and focus on survival. If you are playing with team, it's important to communicate and coordinate your movements to avoid getting caught off guard. It's also important to keep an eye on the kill feed and adjust your strategy accordingly. If you notice that a particular team is dominating the game, it's best to avoid engaging with them and focus on securing a good position. Now it's time to discuss about late game strategies. The late game is where the real action happens. It's important to keep an eye on the circle and plan your movements accordingly. If you are playing solo, it's best to avoid unnecessary fights and focus on survival. If you are playing with team, it's important to communicate and coordinate your movements to avoid getting caught off guard. It's also important to keep an eye on the kill feed and adjust your strategy accordingly. If you notice that a particular team is dominating the game, it's best to avoid engaging with them and focus on securing a good position. This is all about advanced strategies. Now let's talk about some important rank push tips and tricks. Map awareness and planning. Familiarize yourself with the map and develop a plan based on the flight path. Identify high traffic areas, loot-rich zones and potential hotspots. Plan your drop location accordingly to maximize your chances of finding good loot and avoiding early confrontations. Analyze your gameplay. Regularly review your gameplay, especially after challenging matches or encounters. Learning from your mistakes and analyzing your gameplay can help you refine your strategies and enhance your overall performance. Building aggression and patience. Finding the right balance between aggression and patience is crucial for rank pushing. Know when to engage in fights and when to avoid unnecessary confrontations. Assess the situation, consider the risks and make a calculated decision based on your capabilities and the potential rewards. Mastering gunfights. Practice your aim, recoil control, and movement to excel in gunfights. Engage in training mode or arcade matches to refine your skills. Utilize peeking, leaning and crouch movements to minimize exposure while maintaining accuracy. Learn to tap fire for long-range engagements and spray control for close quarters. Third-person versus first-person perspective. Depending on your playstyle and preferences, choose the game mode that suits you best. TPP allows for broader field of view and more awareness of your surroundings, while FPP offers a more immersive and competitive experience. Weapon loadout. Experiment with different weapon combinations to find the loadout that suits your playstyle. A well-balanced loadout generally includes close-range weapon and a long-range weapon, and sufficient ammo. Attachments like scopes, external magazines, and compensators can significantly improve your weapon's performance. Moving to the conclusion part, by following these strategies and advanced tips and tricks, you will be able to climb the ranks in no time and dominate the game. Remember to always assess the game situation, communicate with your team and practice using different weapons and movement techniques. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.